All right, y'all. Part five, and lastly, Rolanda, you need to be honest with yourself. You are still in love with Anthony, and I think you regret the fact that you ended things with him because Anthony didn't do anything when y'all were together. Y'all actually had a good relationship, and y'all actually were happy. The only thing that came between y'all is when that girl said that she was pregnant by Anthony and kind of find out he wasn't a father. Y'all could have got back together right after that happened, and that's not what happened. At the end of the day, Rolanda, you had David who helped you through the drugs that you were dealing with, who helped came and fixed your house, and yet and still you chose Muhammad. At the end of the day, when that man told you not to let Malachi move back into the house, you let that man move back into your house. A man that really had your back, a man that really cared about you. So if it was me, I would put Rolanda with David. I think David is good for her. I think David is a good fit for her. And even though, yeah, he may have slept with Michelle, it wasn't something that he wanted to do. It just so happened she took advantage of the opportunity. Do I think he need to tell her? Yeah, I think he need to tell her. Because that would be a very interesting skit. Because y'all remember when Michelle was following Rolanda? Y'all remember that when she was in the store and she was trying to buy the same outfits that Rolanda had put on and she couldn't afford it? So I don't know why they did that and then that just ended. I just think what should happen is I think that David and Rolanda should get together. And the fact that Michelle is jealous of the fact of Rolanda, getting with David and stuff like that, and that Michelle and somehow, some way, Michelle and Malachi end up sleeping together, and it come out that Michelle and Malachi are in a relationship. Because here's the thing, I think that's where they're leading to. At least that's where I think they should. Because in the end, Rolanda she don't want Malachi. And Michelle and Malachi do have a rapport and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if Michelle and Malachi end up together. Because in the end, Michelle does want Rolanda's life. So it would be interesting to have that going on. And basically, because like I said, they did it with Shayla. So why not do the same thing with Rolanda and Michelle? I mean, they did it then. So, like I said, they started that skit and then they stopped it. So, like I said, I don't think they know what direction they want to go. They only know one thing, and that's infidelity. They only know one thing: two women fighting over one man. How many times do we need to see this? Another example of this: you got Flawless over there with Israel, and his mama comes in there, and then they come to find out that Flawless and the girl know each other through Phil, and that basically essentially that Phil is Flawless's baby mama. But Flawless and Phil ain't been together in a long time. As for Mariana and Phil, I think they're gonna find their way back to each other, because let me explain why. The Totsy got Laterris and Phil both thinking they're the father of their baby, and Phil and Laterris have already had a conversation. So the fact that Latotsi is pretending to be pregnant, it just shows how crazy she is. Because Morena tried to tell I said her name so wrong. Marlena tried to tell him, I should say, that that girl was crazy, that Latotsi was crazy. And like I said, the fact that she ended up leaving the country and everything, I think Latotsi has something to do with that. But when it come out about the fact that's why I said I don't understand why they would say she's the one that shot her brother when that ain't even what it was. But I think she's protecting somebody. But that's all another conversation. But I think that Phil and old girl gonna end up getting back together when it's all over with, though. But like I said, I don't think they know what direction they want to go. They making these characters look weak. They making these characters look like, I mean, it's ridiculous. D up here running and trying to, I mean, why does it matter Dude, you ain't with none of these females. So why does it matter whether or not they see you with another female or not? What can Raquel say to you? But then again, you and Raquel work together. That's a whole different thing. Y'all work together. But like I said, the way they're going about these characters is ridiculous. It don't make sense. I'm about to get up and make some French toast. But yes, these let me off topic since we want to talk about it. I'm going on a juicing journey. Okay, I'm going on a juicing journey. I'm about to start juicing. When I get back from North Carolina, I'm going to be juicing. Well, matter of fact, I'm starting to juice because what I'm going to do today, I'm going to get a whole bunch of like vegetables and stuff and fruits and stuff. And I am got to start juicing this whole week. So I'm going to basically test out my juicer. Nothing I'm doing is about to get up. I got to see if my bread is any good. If it is, I'm going to make some French toast. Yeah, French toast just sound good. So I'm going to make some French toast and some bacon. Because I got some bacon in there. So I made some French toast and some bacon. And then after I make my French toast, what I'm going to do is I'm making my French toast for the whole entire week. I'm not just making them just for today. No, you know what? I'll wait till tomorrow. Because tomorrow I want to make my French toast. And then I'm also going to make breakfast burritos. So I'm about to use all of my eggs. Why? Because I'm leaving town. I'm also going to go ahead and figure out what I'm making for dinner. I don't know if it's going to be spaghetti this week or not. But I'm making the spaghetti with chicken meat versus turkey meat versus what's the name? My meat should be good until I get back because I'm only going to be gone for a month. So they should be good until I get back. Um, like I said, I ain't buying too much because I'm leaving. I'm going to get some ginger because I'm a try to figure out how to do. I'm a basically scrape the ginger and then just put it in there. And I got turmeric, so I got actual turmeric. So I might get some turmeric as well. I'm starting the juice in the morning. I got some. I gotta get some. I gotta see if that milk is any good. I don't think that milk is any good. I gotta check to see if it's not. I gotta pour it out. I'm starting to get oat milk or either hemp milk. I'm going to see which one works. I'm going to try some coconut water and see if I can drink it. If I can, then I'm going to make something. But like I said, I'm definitely making cookies tomorrow because I want to make some cookies. I might make some cookies tonight because I got a taste for some cookies. So I got to make a small, simple grocery list and have it delivered tomorrow. I got to take my thing and see if I can drop. I gotta call T-Mobile and see if I can drop off my thing to T-Mobile. If I can drop it off and have them to ship it off, then I'm gonna send it back to the office and have them ship it off. If not, I'll take it and put it in a box and send it back via UPS. Today I'm gonna go wash clothes, and I don't know if I'm gonna go early. I might go about 4 o'clock because it's kind of hot out there. So I might go about 3 o'clock. Go wash clothes, and once I wash clothes and do that, bring them back to the house, fold them. Then I got some more clothes I gotta wash and get all these clothes washed. If I don't wash them today, I'll wash them Monday. Wash all the rest of the clothes until they're all washed, and then Friday I'll wash some more clothes and then be done. So that way I have no clothes that have to be washed before I leave to go home. I got clothes all the way already there and I got stuff I gotta send back here. So I got some stuff I gotta send back here that I'm gonna need. But I gotta get another container because I decided I'm putting my sheets and stuff in another container. So, but this is how much that there's nothing going on with the Country WayneSkits. But yeah, exercising, dieting, going to the gym, doing that. I gotta find out what time the gym closes, stuff like that. But other than that, my apartment is coming along. But today is going to be getting it together and getting it situated. But I'm definitely going to wash clothes today just to get out the house and then wash clothes. And then, like I said, go home, drive. And then once I'm able to drive, I'm going to be going over to Tampa and going to different places in Florida and taking y'all along with me. And we're going to have a great time. And I'm going to be living my life at 51. So, yeah, that's how much there's nothing going on with the Country WayneSkits if I have to sit there and talk about me juicing. But I'll see y'all at 7 o'clock. We'll get more in depth.